Hello and welcome. My name is Nilaus and this is episode 26 of our Let's Play campaign of Factorio C block. Well, the C block is evolving and this is a short summary episode. So let's have a look at how we're doing. What has significantly changed since last time is the fact that these are much more stable. A lot of them are capped out at 5,000. There are a few exceptions like nickel because it's currently being used quite a lot to keep the other ones up. The titanium is still increasing, but that's why all of the nickel is being consumed. Glass is always a problem, so we're going to have to do something about that. This previous streaming session, we did two major achievements, I think, and the first and foremost is what we're seeing here, train tracks. So we now have train tracks, and then we actually have a train station that works. So this one is working by taking coal inbound, and it's not working as well because the coal is just not producing fast enough. But it basically takes coal and moves it over to the other location. What we've also done is that we have to follow up on this part about the other metals. We are over here, we are producing more different types of metals. This big one here is titanium. I use a lot of titanium, so I thought it would be nice to make this. It certainly should have turned it upside down because it's basically heart shaped. That's actually quite nice. Titanium heart. Then a bit of cobalt, a bit of nickel, and that's needed. So we go up here, we zoom out to the overlay. You can see here lots of small sections here, each producing their own part. We now have some more of the rare ones like cobalt steel. We have, what's this one called? Invar plate. No clue what it's going to be used for, but it's also titanium as well. There's a new glass production facility, just attempting to get as much benefit out of this. This one is producing or is requesting the glass mixture, and that goes in here. These two going in, being combined with, this is a closed loop of tin. The tin goes in and comes out, comes transformed into liquid and then goes out back. So that's a closed loop, doesn't take anything in inbound, outbound. That's really nice. So it's actually totally manageable, and it takes some nitrogen gas, which is pretty cheap, and then gives us a much better ratio or a much better production facility. This is about as advanced as we can get our glass production, but glass is still a problem. And see, this is the one we use. It gives us 4 glass for every 40 molten glass. So that means 10 molten glass to 1 glass. That's much better than the original, where it's 20 to 1. So it's basically double up on the productivity. I think that's really good. But the issue is still on the glass production. We're still only using glass mixture 2. This one we could make it, and we might actually have to do it with adding alumina in, or just basically increasing the amount of silicon and lime being produced. But glass seems to be our bottleneck as it is right now. It's being used quite a lot for our science, which at this moment is stuck. We are working on, we have the, what are they called? The production science pack, and we are missing still the one-run virtual particle forge or the high-tech science. We still have a number of different things we can produce. We can produce melting 3. This is where we get into the strand casting domain. That's going to be interesting as well to get into that. We have a number of other ones. I think copper is probably what we... Oh, nitinol. Let's make nitinol because nitinol is a new interesting component. Titanium and nickel. That's just more nickel as well. Pretty good that we get the nickel. So this is on the side. Not a major achievement here. However, the bigger part of it is actually when we start driving. I have deliberately not shown the whole map because that's kind of the reveal of this episode. So we now built a line out to the side. We've actually had a bit of a power issue. It doesn't show at this point that we have a power issue, but then again, everything is shut down because the science is shut down, and all of the other processes have reached their bottleneck. And now we have a new island. Look how busy this island is. This is actually crafted. This is going to be our washing island or nodule island. Nitinol processing. We need this nitinol processing because look at the amount of things that get opened up with nitinol processing, such as this one, the very last one. We should be able to get this one. Information. Oops. Let's go to nitinol processing. That's a lot of interesting things, and obviously also the radar 4 going into rocket silos. So let's get this one. We might as well. Now, This island has this particular thing. This is the same setup I built before, same modular setup. It works really well, I think, except as I can see, it's overscaled the yellow inserters. That's pretty easy to solve, I guess. Do I have the upgrade plan on part of this mod? No, I don't. Huh, interesting. And let me just fix that one while we're at it. Get some fast inserters here. Let's fix it. Yep. And down here is the same, it's just flipped the other way. And obviously this is not the full story because, oops, I can't remove it. Okay, whatever. It's a no processing. Let's stop the science because this is not a science show. These are going out here, this one. Okay, this is producing, great. But these go up here into this one. This has 102,000 nodules, so it's definitely overproducing what we have. And then it comes over to the next part here. This is where I again have taken my modular setups and just repeated them here. They're working extremely well, and they're producing crushed iron, crushed sapphirite, dualite, and stereotype. That's all I had the time to build. It also produces sulfuric acid from the wastewater. In here we have coal being delivered. Very nice. The idea here is that the coal delivers in and make sure that this is topped up. So we always have 2000 in our storage network. And once this one's empty, it goes back. That is a pretty good setup, and we'll of course need to build more to get other materials in. We are so far having to hand carry in some oxygen, some purified water. Yes, oxygen and purified water, that's what we have to carry in. And I'm gonna bring it in, but it's easy enough to make. And we'll find some way to make it on this island. But I really like this island. What I've also done is actually, let's rush down there. These ones are producing, well, they're converting the sulfuric wastewater back into normal water or purified water, and also, so this is a new vehicle. This is called the crawler construction vehicle. It's huge and it smashes anything it walks into. It has a gigantic storage location. It has a grid. Okay, and it's also very noisy, so about that. We can get vehicle construction robot. These are all parts of Angel's Logistics. They're not part of the default mod pack of C-Block, but I really want to play Angel's Logistics and Angel's mods, so I've added this part. That's why I've also been running around with these small bots. But he has his own construction bots, and the whole idea of this, if we can just find it somewhere to park it, more safe, and do not run into things. It's slow, but the great thing about it is if I take, for example, this thing here, and I don't need these three, and then I move down here. Right, so this is where it's placed. Boom. Now you'll see my robots here in here. This has a huge location. Look at this square here. How big that square is. It is really nice. And I actually think I need to move it a bit further this way so it can reach everything. Can it? Yes, it can reach everything now. And this one, the idea is you just take some stuff and say, right, you know, I'll just put these things in here because that's where I'm going to produce stuff from. And let's give it some more, maybe some more active providers. That could be fine. Give it some of these medium electric power poles, Mark II. They go, they get placed. So all of this is working. It's part of the logistics network, so things will be brought in here as well. Okay, and now they come back for refueling, obviously, and then go out again. Let's actually at this point change this to be Crotinium. I don't think Crotinium is the one I need the most, but whatever. It's the one we're gonna make now. When is that one coming? It's coming there. This one will then also be changed to Crotinium, and this one will be changed to Crotinium as well. Nope. That one. And over here as well. copy, paste, copy, paste, copy, paste, paste. There. So now this one is operational. You can see things are working here, getting stuff in. It is not getting enough water, but let's just carry that in just so we can get a sense of what's going on. I'll just place it here. Got it. We want to make sure. Okay, well, silliness knows no bounds, because of course it won't work because I'm not having enough. I don't have enough of these. And oh, that's the flip side of it, is that I keep putting things in here. Let's get some. Where is it? Here. Let's get some steel. Where's the steel? Steel's up here. And I also have some speed modules. So let's just put these into box. There. This is more than 100. And I just need 200. Once we're done with the 200 here. How many? 169. I just want all of it. Okay, that's fine. Half in here and the other half in there. Great. That's pretty simple. And now these are working as well. This is why I need coal coming in. And these are working, and I now have crucinium on this map. So that's how easy it is. Well, barring some of the... I remember to build all these things. And I'm going to build the other ones as well, so that we can expand it and have all of it produced. And I suspect that this will not be enough to consume all of that, so I'll just have it ready to build another one out here. The idea is it goes into these locations and they just get filled up, so that I'll have another new train coming from here and going back probably up here and unloading it so it's available for the network. Once that's done, I can start decommissioning all of this part and make something else there. Or can also decommission this part here, because that needs to go to our solar island. So things are definitely moving ahead. Let's see, we still have one of the key problems we've had is this one. They've just not been fast enough, and we started adding modules and beacons as well. And the issue here is this part. So keep that up. And I think that's pretty much it. We are now at a point where we're starting to use the islands. And it's kind of fun, but it's maybe not strictly necessary, but I think it's fun in order to build a bigger base and just really start working on it. So we'll have the solar panels out here. It's probably going to be huge. And then build further out. I can have somewhere else. Or maybe just build downwards or upwards or something like that. And figure out what it is we want to build other places. This will definitely be my main production hub. Obviously, I also think I have enough space. All the washing is being taken out. All of this filtration is being taken out. And all of the solar panel is taken out. So that means we have plenty of space to increase this production facility, because it's just not keeping up. You can see here the lime is just not keeping up. And there's really barely any room to scale it up. So that's why our glass is not working, because the lime is stuck. And also the coal is being consumed extremely fast. So that definitely needs more of this area. To build more coal in order to feed our petrochemicals that we just really haven't started on, as well as the coal for the coal filtering. And I'm going to keep the coal filtering for now, at least, because otherwise I need to find a different way of producing sulfuric acid, and I don't have that. Anyway, this is a great place for me to end. I think this illustrates the how to modularize the base and how to start using new technologies such as this one. We will also start next time. We'll be working on expanding this so it really starts getting up into a nice, decent size. We'll also be working on high-tech packs, and maybe also looking at gem sorting and crushing and polishing and grinding and all of that, so we can get better modules. Well, with that, I hope you will join me. I'll be continue streaming regularly, and hope you will be checking in either on the stream or here on YouTube. Thank you. Goodbye.